think the Ravens as a whole are they're lost.
And that's why I have the Ravens at 12 in the power rankings.
Jesus
Lamar
Christ.
can't throw the damn ball. Derrick Henry, I could run faster than him. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, they're not even good tight ends anymore. Zay Flowers, not a top 32 wide receiver. Ravens stink.
Stink.
They suck. 0-2. You're not making the playoffs.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom, episode 98,
97.
almost 100 episodes in, and I still don't know which
69.
one we're on. Guys, I have an announcement.
We have an announcement.
Well, I'm the one talking, so I have an announcement. Okay? Once again, I have an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, the energy in this room today sucks. So if you guys feel a little bit of a tension in here, you're right. These two suck today. Matt's not even here. Anyways, back to my announcement. Guys, we will be rebranding. Barbershop Breakroom, as you know it, will be changing. But we've got some exciting new things for you. We are about to be dropping merch with our new rebrand. Sweet shirts and stuff for you to buy to represent the fact that you love us so much. Hoodies.
Maybe hats.
Maybe some hats as well.
Maybe some stickers.
So you can tell a friend like, hey, these are my guys right
Put them
here.
on your MacBook.
Put them on your MacBook. Like it. Your
On
mirror.
your car.
Your car.
Yeah.
Bumper stickers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Maybe
If I
not.
see a Barbershop Breakroom sticker on somebody's bumper,
I'm rear-ending you.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Because I gotta meet you. So on top of merch, we will have some new content.
Yeah.
We will be changing our YouTube layout. Some things are going to be a little different. Might take you a little bit to get used to, but it's for the better. We promise. Also, this is all going to be happening in the next week or so. So stay tuned, get ready, get excited, and we may also be recording in a different place as well. We're getting kicked out of the studio, so we have to find a new place to record.
All right. Maybe not. Not kicked out. We're not getting kicked out.
We're getting the boot.
No, we're not.
You guys remember how
Soft boot.
You remember what Uncle Phil used to do to Jazzy Jeff all the time? That's happening now. No.
Oh.
He would just touch him.
Different uncle. My bad.
Not your Uncle Phil, bro. Jesus criminy.
I have an announcement to make.
Derrick has an announcement.
It's a very somber announcement.
Who died?
Matt's no longer with us.
Oh, no.
We kicked him from the podcast
For the better.
for the
Here,
better.
let me switch to his camera. It's just black.
With the headset hanging there.
No, it's not even
doesn't
on
see
it.
it?
It's just a black
Oh,
camera.
it's a black camera. Yeah, Matt's no longer with us. So, I mean, he's a busy man. He said we're not his friends anymore. And he broke up with us.
Said we're not a priority.
Yep.
He said nobody watches this stupid podcast
He
anyways.
said fuck everyone that does watch it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Matt for you.
Well, since everybody else had an announcement, I guess I better have one, huh? I'm sick as fuck, brother.
I knew that's what his announcement was going to be.
get better, Jordan.
Yeah, George's not going to talk much today because his voice is annoying as fuck.
I mean, if you
No,
hear
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
if you hear him sneeze or cough, we're fighting through COVID together.
Go get you a medicine ball from Starbucks. And by the way, Starbucks
I've
does
never
not
had
sponsor
one.
this. It's pretty good. They don't sponsor this podcast, so don't go buy it on my account, me telling you.
Do they actually help?
I just run on Duncan.
Yeah. I just run on Duncan. Well, they're not a sponsor, so don't be showing that in the frame. All right, so everybody, get excited about our announcement. You will see these changes in the next week or so. But, fellas, let's get into some football talk. Let's go to Barbershop Breakroom's Power Rankings for the week.
Dun, 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 dun. We need music for this.
We do need a little
we need
drop.
a little jingle.
Bum, 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 bum.
That would be sweet.
I know for our power rankings, is it on me right now? For our power rankings, we didn't have a lot of movers in the top 10, a little asterisk before you guys are looking at this and wondering what the hell. This was made prior to Monday night's game when Kirko, primetime Cousins, whooped the shit out of Jalen Hurts.
And I think we all, my voice cracked. I think we all picked the Eagles to win, didn't we?
Yeah, we all picked the Eagles to win, and I think everyone in the whole United States we're going to pick the Eagles to win.
Well, once you've seen Book It with Trent put the Mega Max play tonight is Eagles minus 5.5, we should have all knew the Falcons are at least covering.
I mean, in the beginning of the year, I was like, oh, the Falcons are really good on paper.
Yeah,
They might be putting it together now.
Yeah.
It just gave Kirk a little bit of time. A lot of people saying that he can't throw on his right
He can't
foot.
plant.
Yeah, he can't plant, can't throw off of it. But
They didn't really pressure Kirk though, so he didn't have to move. Like Pittsburgh pressured the hell out of Kirk, and once you had to make him move, he couldn't throw the ball.
no.
So that's Philly's fault. Like you should have just sent the house at that dude every time.
And another thing for this, we kind of argued in Discord a little bit, us three, on how the power rankings should be. I kind of base it off of week to week and projections for the year. Like for the Packers, Jordan Love's going to be out for about 4 or 5 weeks, right? I'm not going to put the Packers down at mid-20s because they got Malik Willis in at quarterback.
And then still won.
And they still won, but I bet you everyone before thought the Colts were going to whoop their ass.
I picked the Colts to win.
Just like week 2 was just crazy. A lot of underdogs won. So leave your comment down below on how the power rankings you think should be done. I'm curious on, what you guys think.
Yeah, do you factor injury into it? Are you looking ahead? Because I don't look far ahead. I can't judge you off week 2 and be like, well, in week 10 they'll probably figure it out. I just look at week to week who they played, who they beat, who those teams beat, who they lost to, and maybe if a player is hurt, because that probably will affect their performance. But I do kind of week by week basis.
I know we had a couple of teams drop and a couple of teams get pretty high in our rankings. I think the highest jumpers were 3 teams that moved up 7 spots. The Saints moved up to 16, the Vikings to 18, and the Rams actually moved down to 21. I know I messed up the graphic, but it'll be fixed in the episode. I had the Rams moving up 7 in the little graphic that I'm showing you guys or that you're looking at. They didn't move up 7. They went down. But Tampa Bay Bucks, they move into the top 10.
Rightfully so. I said that last week. Remember I said that?
Yeah. You had them at 10?
5.
Yep. I said they should have been 10th last week, and then they went ahead and beat a formidable opponent, and now everybody's a believer. I want Baker back so bad.
We're 15th.
We suck.
Is it over?
We suck.
As you look at this, which ones stick out to you of you don't think they should be there? Any particular team there that you're like, why are they here? I think they're better than that.
The Jets 9 is...
I think there's a team that we can look at and go, they're not really up there anymore, but like you said, made before Monday night. Eagles at 2.
Yep.
What were you saying about the Jets, though, Dontea? Sorry.
The Jets 9, they lost to the Niners. Then they squeaked out a win because Will Levis has made 2 bonehead decisions in back-to-back weeks at the end of a game to lose it. So they beat the Titans because of that. But they just don't seem like the 9th best team in the NFL.
You kind of look at the other teams below them. You putting the Packers above them?
Yeah.
Right now.
They had a better win.
I guess, yeah.
With a backup quarterback going in and beating the Colts, who hung with the Texans the week prior to.
Hey, the Bears hung with the Texans too.
They did. They definitely did.
And we got the Bears at 26, brother.
Yeah. It's a little different situation, but I get what you're going there. I get where you're going there. I don't know. I just don't. I look at Dallas at 11. I'm taking Dallas over the Jets. See,
that one's, this is what's hard about it. First 2 weeks into the season. Teams are going to drop games to where you look back on it and be like, oh, they're a way better team than the Bengals losing to the New England.
Yeah.
Week 1. But I think personally the Dolphins should be lower because I don't think Tua is going to come back, and I don't think the Dolphins are going to be that great.
Tyler Huntley is about to have that read option crazy with Devon
I forgot they did just get him.
That read option is about to be so crazy. Just wait. They're winning next game.
It's this dude's 3rd team already this year.
Yeah, bro. My dude's a spy.
He was on the Browns, Raiders, and now he's on the Dolphins.
Ravens.
Was he on the Ravens this year as well?
Yeah.
Practice squad?
He went back to the Ravens after
Browns,
the Browns.
Ravens, Dolphins.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. And
so
then,
4 teams.
Who else?
I thought he was on the Raiders practice squad.
They signed him from
Was he on the Raiders practice squad
No,
or the
Ravens.
Okay.
Ravens practice squad.
My sources, I think, told me otherwise.
Outside of this,
Saints at 16 is a big move.
Cardinals at 20 seem better, but
I mean, they did just whoop the shit out of the Rams, and they're only placed one higher than them.
yeah, I mean, you're looking at, do you think it's sustainable?
Yeah, that's like a little bit of the projection thing with that. I mean, the Vikings and the Saints, they're two that can next week could go down a huge amount.
The Saints look real.
Or could go up a little more, too.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, bro. The Saints look real.
You think?
They brought in a new offensive coordinator. That team looks real. Alvin Kamara looks like he took 3 years off of his body, and he's 3 years ago, Alvin Kamara with Drew Brees.
You think I'm 2 years too late?
On your
Or too
Derek Carr
early?
projection?
2 years too early?
You were 2 years too early.
Yeah.
And there's no way Derek Carr
MVP.
there's no way he wins MVP, but he looks really good. Alvin Kamara looks great.
If he's, for whatever reason, gets it, I'm going back to episode 1 to where I said it, clipping it up and pretending like I did.
That's
like I
great.
projected.
Bro, the quality's going to be crazy. The audio's crazy. The background's different.
But I'll pretend like I called it. Maybe
I
get some
called
views.
this 2 years ago that in 2025, he will be your MVP.
Absolutely. That's really all I got from the rankings. The Rams moving down, I mean, it hurts them losing their receivers. The Niners moving down a little bit, losing to the Vikings and losing a couple of their players as well. And then I did bet money on Baker Mayfield to win MVP. So that's what I got from this week.
So let me ask you a question real quick. Between the 16th and the 18th ranked team, the Saints and the Vikings, if you had to put money on one team to sustain their play, not saying they're going to go to the second round of the playoffs, Super Bowl, nothing. Just be consistently good all year, and you'd be like, wow, I didn't see this coming. Who are you picking between the Saints and the Vikings?
That's a tough question because instantly when you brought it up, I was thinking who has an easier division.
Mm-hmm. And they're both tough.
They're both going to be tough.
Well, they're both competitive.
Yes.
Like, we didn't think they would be... Like, I didn't think the Saints division would be that competitive.
I chose the Bucks to win that one. Mm-hmm. You guys chose, I think, the Falcons.
Yep.
I think those were the main two. And then the Saints kind of surprised everyone there. I mean, the Panthers are the Panthers. You're not going to have to worry about them. And then over at the Vikings, the NFC North, you got Packers, Lions, and Bears. Oh, my.
I mean, they both have one weak team in their division and then three really competitive teams.
Yeah, Chicago and then
The Panthers.
It's really weird because they're both built similar.
Very similar, yes.
To where they got a good to great defense. They got a defense that's going to hold them into games. And then they got a quarterback that everyone's like,
They both
they're
got
not
wrote
sold
off.
on. Yeah, they're
Star receiver.
They got a star receiver. They got good running back. I'm going to give Kamara. I think Pat McAfee was talking about this. I say Kamara. It sounds cooler. I think it's Kamara.
Yeah, I say Alvin Kamara.
Kamara just sounds cooler.
Sounds like you're talking about a car. That's why. Alvin Kamara.
I'm going to go.
the Saints got two good receivers though,
Rashid Shaheed is here.
I was
he
going to
is
pick him
nice.
up, and I didn't.
and Olave.
Yeah. Rashid Shaheed is here though, bro.
I'm gonna go Saints
pick 'em
only
up
for the
right now.
reason Bill Belichick said week 1 the Saints were gonna have the best defense or the most consistent defense, and then
Did he say that?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll
All
go
right,
in
Bill.
for
Don't say
week
did
for
he
week
like that?
1.
He got arrested yesterday.
Who?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Shout out Diddy. I'm gonna go Saints.
Okay.
Just to contradict you, I'm gonna go Vikings. See what happens.
Sounds good as long as Justin Jefferson's healthy.
But I did see that. Now this was up until halftime. Again, sorry, my voice probably sounds like shit.
Gets me a little.
Up until halftime against the Cowboys, the Saints hadn't had a turnover or a punt. Every drive they started ended in either 3 or 6.
So far this year.
That was up until halftime. I don't know what happened after halftime of the Cowboys game because that's as far as I watched. But up until halftime of the Cowboys game, it was like 15 drives, 15 scores.
So they're cooking on offense.
Yeah.
Dude, you couldn't hold a gun in my head to pick up Van Jefferson in fantasy. Sorry.
I mean this.
Did somebody pick him up? No.
He just got picked up.
That's actually
In
crazy.
our league?
My other league. You could literally hold me at gunpoint and I'm not picking him up. No way. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, even though you can't gamble, we have an announcement. We are here to announce our new partnership with Parlay University. Yes, $50 a month. And if you don't want to commit to $50 a month, you can buy their lock of the day for just $25. But guess what? If you do not hit that lock of the day, they will give you 100% refund on buying that lock of the day. There is no risk involved. If you are interested in joining Parlay University, use code Barbershop at checkout for a discount. Let's win some money.
I know this week was just crazy in general with teams winning that probably shouldn't have won. Even with the spread, there was a post with the 6 largest week 2 favorites that failed to cover. The Ravens minus 8.5. They didn't even win the game. Yeah. Lions minus 7.5. Didn't win the game. Cowboys minus 6.5. Didn't win the game. Chiefs minus 6.5. Pretty damn close.
One by one.
Pretty damn close to not winning that game. Texans minus 6.5. They beat the Bears. And then Eagles minus 5.5, which didn't win the game.
No.
So heavy favorites that ended up just losing straight out.
I did want to talk about one play from the Ravens game. I don't know if you guys watched that game at all.
The Devontae Adams?
No.
Oh, bro.
No. The last play of the game. Why the fuck didn't Lamar just juke one more time? He had a blocker in front with one man to beat and threw it 20 yards backwards. The fuck are you doing?
I saw that too.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I couldn't see if somebody else was there or not. That's what I just assumed when I seen that clip.
Well, they showed the replay and they were like, I don't know why Lamar didn't go. Like the announcer said it. I was like, shit. Maybe.
Lamar's like in his own head, bro. He's just like, you could tell he's just not confident in himself right now.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're just lost, like straight up. I'm not even like trying to be funny. I think the Ravens as a whole they're lost.
And that's why I have the Ravens at 12 in the power rankings.
Jesus
Lamar
Christ.
can't throw the damn ball. Derrick Henry, I could run faster than him. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, they're not even good tight ends anymore. Zay Flowers, not a top 32 wide receiver. Ravens stink.
Stink?
They suck. 0-2. You're not making the playoffs. Wrap it up.
Hey,
Call Joe Flacco back.
I'm all here for the Ravens hate. That's like a common enemy of ours, but
yeah.
Saying they stink is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, you're going a
Prove me wrong.
little too far.
Saying they stink is absolutely absurd.
Clip that.
You
That's going to get people going.
I think Sam Darnold would be worth picking
So
up
right
in
now,
fantasy.
you think the Steelers are the best team in the division, Browns 2, and then Ravens and Bengals tied for last?
Hell no, the Steelers ain't the best team in the division.
2-0?
That don't mean nothing.
I'm saying what Derrick's saying in reverse order.
You love to just put words in pieces. So by your logic, you didn't have to be yesterday.
Derrick said that they're 0-2, so they stink. So I said the Steelers are 2-0, so they're the best team in the division.
But they're
right?
okay. But you got to look at it how they became 0-2 and how somebody became 2-0. Did you guys know you had
Ravens
more?
Dominated
the
on
lead.
defense.
You guys
Ravens blew the
know
lead.
you had more touchdowns last season at this point under Matt Canada.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, Chris Boswell has more points than the entire New York Football Giants franchise does this season.
Absolutely.
He has 25 himself. They have 24.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's the Giants for you.
That's
That's
pretty
Giants
fucking
football.
insane.
Going back to the Ravens Raiders, you talked about a play. I sent you guys a clip on your phone. Mm-hmm. This Devontae Adams catch, I'll put it in the episode as well.
Yeah, freaky.
That is like
Freaky.
Yeah.
for you to contort your body to be straight out like that, have your toes down and make the catch and survive the ground. That's why he's a top 5 wide receiver out there, brother.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Top 8.
I forget. I think I had him top 5 in the rankings when we did.
Did you guys hear the announcers during that catch?
I did not actually.
They were like, they said, "What's that thing Michael Jackson used to do?"
I kind of said the similar to Dontea during our Browns episode. The Kyrie Irving, you know how he'd go side to side. Mm-hmm. It's pretty similar, and I was like, that was crazy. I have a little game for you guys.
Let's do it.
And this is going to be with every NFL. It's going to be with NFL teams in general. So this one is called Panic or Patience.
Ooh,
If you're a fan of
look at
this
the
team,
name.
are you panicking?
P or a P?
Or are you going to give it a little bit of patience?
Fucking
They'll come around.
sauce, Derrick. Ew.
Yeah, I didn't steal that from
man.
Ian Rappaport. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Dude, I thought you made that up.
I like the hype. I liked it. I could have I could have had stolen valor, but I can't.
Dude, I thought you made that up. I was like, oh my God.
This guy's cooking.
You know the meme of the dude looking at the headphone and he's like, and it's on fire, smoking.
So
I hate you for this.
I'm going to go say the team name. And then, Jordan, if you want to go or whoever wants to go first,
I could go
we can
first.
figure that out. Are you panicking or are you going to have patience with the Baltimore Ravens?
They've been known to blow leads forever, so I think you're still patient. It's only week 2. I think with them, you're still patient.
They like to blow.
I'm going to be honest. If I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I think I'm panicking. Should I elaborate?
If you want to, yeah, a little bit.
I just think they still don't have an identity. We thought that they were going to be a heavy run team with Derrick Henry, give this dude 25 plus carries a week, and Lamar still doesn't look confident throwing the ball. Mark Andrews doesn't look healthy, likely didn't get involved this week. I just don't think they have an identity, like at all.
Everything I said. But mine's for clickbait for sure. We'll move on to the next team. We're still going to stay in the AFC North. Are you panicking? Or are you going to have patience with the Cincinnati Bengals?
See, I think with them, you're panicking a little bit.
Okay.
I'd have been panicking before the season started if I was a fan of the Bengals, though. Joe Burrow's wrist.
Yep.
Week 1, you see him struggling to pick that water bottle up. Hey, great job in the press conference acting like you didn't know what the hell we were talking about. I'm panicked.
Yeah, if I'm a fan of the Bengals, I'm panicking. Jamar Chase doesn't look happy, and I don't know how you want to take his quote, but he made it seem like he didn't want to re-sign there.
He's not happy. So he said that the team had lied to him and told him that a deal would be done before this season, and then it wasn't. And he took out a $50 million insurance policy on himself in case he gets hurt this season without a contract. But he does not seem happy at all.
Yeah, did you see his quote? I would have to go find it, but it sounded as if he doesn't plan on re-signing. T. Higgins hasn't played a game yet. You lost Joe Mixon. Granted, he got hurt with his new team, but Joe Mixon looked really good in week 1, and you lost that guy. Offensive line still garbage. I'm panicking if I'm that team.
Next team, they had a feel-good story last year with a breakout wide receiver. They start 0-2 after getting blown out. Are you panicking? Or are you going to have some patience with the Los Angeles Rams?
Right now, I'm panicking as the Rams. I feel this is a Chargers situation. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. Getting hurt a lot. I think I'm panicking, bro. You just got blown out by the fucking Cardinals. Not to say the Cardinals are a bad team, but that should have been a closer game. You got washed.
Call me crazy, but I'm patient here.
Ooh.
So they've got a good running game. You have a good offensive line, so you can lean on the run. You still have a really good quarterback in Matt Stafford. A lot of people have him ranked top 5.
Yeah, that's...
And if you are a top 5 quarterback, most of the time people are assuming you can turn nobodies into really good receivers. Their receiving core doesn't look like Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua anymore, but they do have some guys who can make plays. They got some speed.
Tutu
Atwell,
he ain't Tom
DeMarcus
Brady.
Robinson, Tyler Johnson. They've got some decent dudes who have speed who might be able to make plays. And they also have an offensive guru in Sean McVay. So I think he'll adjust and you'll probably be like, oh, damn. I would pick up a Rams receiver. I actually just did.
I would probably do that too. Got 2 more teams for you. This one, 0-2 once again. This team hasn't won a game since Thanksgiving. Are you panicking? Are you panicking? Or are you going to be patient with the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I knew it.
I think that it's full-blown panic right now. If I think that you brought Gabe Davis in, Calvin Ridley went to the Titans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brought Gabe Davis in thinking, all right, well, I'll still have a solid receiving core. Well, the quarterback ain't getting shit done.
And you drafted Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
He's made some big plays.
He made a big play against us.
He did.
Yeah. But I'm like, that's the episode of SpongeBob where all the SpongeBobs are running around the office and the papers are all on fire.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
in his brain.
Jaguars
It's in
right
his
now.
head. It's on fire.
Yeah. That's the Jaguars front office right now, I think. They're full-blown panic.
I like the SpongeBob reference. I, too, would like to reference something. You guys ever seen Semi-Pro?
Yeah.
You remember when he was wrestling the bear?
Yeah.
Then the bear disappeared, and he screamed out, "Everybody panic!" They're panicking. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence looks like a bust, bro. Trevor Lawrence looks like a bust. I'm going to go ahead and say it. He looks like a bust. And he was a number 1 overall pick. The dude didn't lose any games in his entire life until what, like his 3rd year of college? Or was it the NFL?
I think it was the Natty. He lost one of the Natties he went to.
Yeah, like he lost like 2 games before the NFL. And dude, he's had good players around him, and he himself has not produced. I'm panicking if I'm them.
Last team, we got a quarterback that threw just 3 picks in his recent game. He had a lot of hype coming in, got hurt last year, but back this year, all healthy. You got the Colts. Are you panicking? Are you going to give some patience for him?
I'm patient with the Colts. I think you just have to let Anthony Richardson, he didn't get a full rookie season, so he's essentially halfway a rookie again. Call him Ben Simmons.
Seriously, I think he only played three games last season.
I had him, he balled out in fantasy, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, this is his rookie year.
I think you got to be patient with him, let him iron it out a little bit.
I agree. I'm patient with the Colts as well. They've got a good roster over there. They got a good situation, good offensive line. Anthony Richardson's a young quarterback. He's just got to grow. Young quarterbacks are going to go through ups and downs. So he's going to have good games and bad games, because a week ago, they were like, oh my God, this guy's great. And then 1 week later, he plays like crap. So it's like, be patient with him.
And worst comes to worst, you still got Joe Flacco.
You do got Joe Flacco. And, no, he's with the Titans. Yeah, I was going to say and Mason Rudolph. He's with the Titans. I'm tripping.
Joey B. But that's the game that I had for you. I had another one, but I'm trying to pull it up if you guys want to.
Do you want to dive into our...
Who was the second to last team?
The Jags.
Jags. Fuck, there was something I wanted to say about that. I don't remember.
That they smell.
I forget who was saying it.
Buster Brown's a dog.
It might have been... It was either Urban Meyer.
Sticking
fingers? Might have been Nick Saban. One of the two on one of the ESPN analytics shows had said that back in the day. No, it was Brady. It was Tom Brady that said it. Back in the day, you would learn a program, not a playbook. You would learn how to read a defense in college football. You would learn how to, hard snap. College football was for learning. Now they just take people, plug them into a playbook and say, hey, you're going to excel in this playbook, but good luck in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that back when he was in college, around that time, even a little bit after him, players in college were getting prepped for the NFL. Now players in college are getting prepped for the Natty and then to go fuck themselves, essentially. Like, hey, have fun, good luck in the pros.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, even the quarterbacks that we consider really good, you see them struggling a lot. Like Dak Prescott has immense up and downs.
Dude.
Jalen Hurts, immense up and downs.
Dak Prescott's roller coaster ride might be as rough as Baker Mayfield's.
Like, it's crazy, like how he can look like the best quarterback in the NFL, and then, look at the way he looked versus Green Bay in the playoffs last year.
Not what he had to go through.
No. Throughout
he's
like a season of play.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just talking about how he looks like. We've seen Baker look top 5.
Yeah.
And then we've seen Baker look bottom 25.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott in that Packers game in the playoffs last season looked bottom 25. But then when they beat the shit out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Brady's last season, I think he had 3 incomplete passes that game.
Yeah.
Like, that, you know what I mean? Like, he's Jekyll and Hyde sometimes, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that are like that. Do you want to do our fantasy game? Jordan missed it, but do you want to do our fantasy game before we hop into your game?
Yep. We can do it real quick.
A little fantasy talk and then
I guess
So
we got about
what's the fantasy game?
25-ish more minutes until we have to get out of here, but I think we can get everything.
I was going to say, we
quicker.
can make this quick real quick.
Yep.
So
and then I'll make mine quick as well.
So, Jordan, last week we played a little game where we did Are You in Shambles or Are You Hype about a player? We're not going to do that this week because we're short on time.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you and Derrick blind rank the best performances of the week and the worst performances of the week, and we're only going to do 5.
Sounds good.
Now, I'm going to tell you stat line, not a player.
Yep. And the stat line is from any player from quarterback to receiver, tight end, running back.
Yep. Don't
Even
try
a
to guess.
kicker last year?
No kicker.
Or last week, the kickers, they put up 2 of them put up 26 last week.
My kicker has been saving my ass. So I'm not going to tell you the player. Don't guess the player either. Okay? So we're going to go through the worst performances of the week first. Let's blind rank them, okay? First up.
Do a quick intro with it. Blind ranking the worst.
Blind ranking the worst fantasy performances of the week.
Thank you.
And by the way, these are not randoms. Like, I'm not ranking Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah.
I mean, these are dudes who were taken first, second round, or
They're
we know
expected
they're
to produce.
exactly.
Yep.
All right, first up, I got a guy that had 2 receptions for 13 yards.
Sounds like a piss poor performance to me. There might be someone worse. I think 4 is fine. Cool, 4.
Yeah, we could go 4. I'm cool with 4.
Okay.
Dontea did fuck us up last week with.
I was going to say I'd be conservative. Maybe always go 3 with the first one I give you, just so you got halfway through.
Fucking with us last week.
Oh, this isn't a
Oh, I
doozy.
saw.
We got 145 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions.
So we're not allowed to guess the player because I know who that is.
We know
Just-
who that
just
is.
know who it is.
We kind of talked about it.
Yep, just know who it is. Some of the I tried to pick stat lines where like you may not know, but that one was just
Performance wise, that's a 5, brother.
Yeah.
You lost to the Packers. Is that a 5? Is he cool with that one?
Yeah.
on you guys.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking it was.
I'm pretty sure what
I was thinking
Anthony
this guy
Richardson?
might have lost to the Bills.
Anthony Richardson threw 3 picks.
So did Tua.
Dang. I feel like if you put 2 in there, that's fucked up.
So when you guys do this, 1 is the worst performance of the week, and
Yes.
5 is like the 5th worst.
Oh, wait.
So like whoever you put at 1, that is the worst performance of the week. So you
so
put
we
2
did
at
it
5.
Backwards.
We kind of
So,
did it backwards.
Yeah, because like best
I see
would
what
be
you-
1,
yeah,
but like
we
worst
fucked
is
that
like
up.
this guy's worst. But I'm gonna help you. Keep him 5.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna help you.
going to cut that out.
Keep him 5. I almost just said his name. 1 reception, -1 yards.
I think that's 1.
He said no.
That's 0.9 points.
It's gotta be. That's
That's
gotta
got to be 1.
one.
0.9 points.
You said these are all first round draft picks, second.
No,
round
not
picks?
all, but like these are the team's number 1 or somebody you took.
Dudes draft these people high,
Yeah,
expecting them to be like a team changer.
Let's just say this was a guy that I really liked when we were drafting.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, I'm with Derrick. It's got to be 1.
Yep.
All right. 1 reception for 5 yards.
I thought he was gonna say -2.
Well, Tank Dell did have -3 yards, and I almost put him in there too.
I'm cool with 2.
1 reception for 5 yards. Well, we only have 2 and 3 available, right?
Yeah. So either 2
Do
or
we
3.
think the last guy is gonna be way worse than 1 reception?
1 reception
for
for 5 yards is bad.
I
At
put it
least it's
2.
positive
I
yards.
put it 2. It's 1.5 fantasy points.
Put it 2.
All right, we'll put him
Put
2.
it 2. And last, 2 receptions for 29 yards.
See, he got more fantasy points.
I
Put
know
him
who
3.
that is too. You're an asshole.
Run it down for us.
He had 3 big plays negated by penalty. All right,
What'd you just call me?
negated.
Whoa.
That did sound crazy. All right, hit me with him.
Okay, so the last one that we just said was number
3.
3.
2 for 29 was 3.
Yeah. Because I bet on him to get 40 plus.
Got you. So your blind rankings of the worst fantasy performance of the week are number 1, Christian Kirk.
Yep.
Number 2, Travis Kelce. Number 3, George Pickens. Number 4, Sam Laporta. And number 5, Tua Tagovailoa.
Damn, you did put 2 in there.
I did put 2 in there. Hey, listen, he had 3 picks before the concussion.
That's
All
true.
right, you're right.
And one
right.
of them was a pick 6.
Yeah,
You're
so like, listen, I know the guy had a rough day, but he was playing really bad before he got knocked out of the game.
Yeah, Sam Laporta disappointed me this week.
And these are all top guys. Like Christian Kirk wasn't a top drafted guy, but he's the number 1 on that team.
Yeah.
You know? All right, so let's rank the best performances of the week now, okay? Number 1, 10 receptions for 100. And hold on, let me redo that.
That's fine. I can cut it.
Ranking the best fantasy performances of the week. Blindly. Number 1, 10 receptions, 129 yards, and 1 touchdown.
3.
That's DK Metcalf.
You want to put him 3 in the
He had
middle?
28.
Yeah. And our bench.
Well, he was starting in my league. But I don't have any receivers
Us as a
better than
whole.
him. We can go 3 or 2.
I think
I
I'm
mean,
fine.
I didn't
I
see
like-
many people that outscored him, to be honest.
I like putting it 3.
I think Lamar outscored him by like point something, but outside of that, I have no idea.
I'm gonna tell
Somebody
you,
else
This
did.
is a good list.
I say 3, and then we kind of base it on
Yeah, we'll go 3.
around him.
180 total scrimmage yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's Alvin. He's 1.
Yeah, 1.
That dude went crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you receiving and rushing for running backs now because last week I didn't. I
Yeah.
just gave you the rushing
Yeah.
yards, but then I realized like
Receptions
Saquon had
matter.
like 60 receiving yards last
with
week.
6 points alone with whatever, how many receptions. he
Exactly.
had.
So I'll give you that. Next up, we have 165 scrimmage yards and 1 touchdown.
I don't think that's better than DK. I don't know. I go 4.
We can go 4, yeah. I think DK's, would he have 129 in a tud? This guy's 165 in a tud.
Well, also receptions too. He had scrimmage yards. Receptions add up a lot.
So it's a running back. So he had
yeah.
rushing and receiving. I think he had around 6 receptions, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, damn. So he might have more. I'm fine with 4. Fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
266 yards and 3 touchdowns.
We going Dose?
Yeah.
Dose.
Number 2. And
Number 5 is?
number 5 is 4 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Marvin.
So your blind rankings
DK should have been 5.
Yeah.
So the blind rankings for your best performances of the week are Alvin Kamara 1, Kyler Murray 2, DK Metcalf 3, Devon Achane 4, and Marvin Harrison Jr. 5.
Not a bad list.
I'm going to be honest. I forgot about quarterbacks being included in this.
Yeah.
By the way, your honorable mentions for the best performances were Nico Collins. He almost had an identical stat line to DK Metcalf. James Cook, who also had a very impressive week, and Malik Neighbors.
Cool.
And then your honorable mention for your worst, Tank Dell, in all fairness, because I know you want me to be fair, Amari Cooper as well.
Cool. So
And I did lie. It wasn't Lamar that I saw. It was Kyler Murray that had more than DK.
I'm going to send you guys these stats on the game real quick. We're going to run through it real quick, and then we're going to go into pick'ems.
Yep.
So we're going to play Who's That Quarterback? Similar to Pokemon. Like, who's that Pokemon?
That Pokemon.
So I sent you guys over the first person. You have his overall record, his completion percentage, his yards, and his touchdown to interception ratio. And this is their career.
Why did it send us 2 pictures?
Because they're 2 separate pictures
Oh.
for me. But you have the silhouette of the person and you have the stats. And this is career stats. So each of you just get one guess, and then I'll tell you if you get it right.
Are we going against each other?
Sure.
I have my guess.
I wanted to work with together.
Or work together. Either or. You guys choose.
I have my guess here.
He's only played 88 games,
We got to do this quick, though.
which is only a few years.
Five and a half seasons.
I got 4 players, by the way.
It's not who I thought it was. Never mind.
All right, who's been in the league for about 4 years? Could be a little bit more. He could have got drafted and sat.
I will say he did sit a little bit.
He sat a little bit too.
Could this be Mr. Love?
Nah, he don't got 5 years worth of play.
Oh, no.
Not that many
This is
games.
only his second year.
Yeah,
really.
I'm thinking Sam Darnold. No way Sam Darnold has 20,000 yards, though. Never mind. No way.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. 15 seconds.
How many years Baker played?
5. Or no, this is a 6th year.
Ah,
I was thinking Baker, too. Go with Baker.
Baker?
Yep.
It is Baker Mayfield.
I had Baker
You guys
in
got
my,
the first one.
I had
I'm proud
Baker
of
in
you
my
guys.
mind at first, but I can't remember what it was that threw me off. And I looked at it and I was like, that's not Baker. I think it was the record, 42 and 46.
Yeah.
Thought he had a better record than that.
Was the camera on me the whole time? Okay. Whenever you guys are talking, put it between both of you guys, whenever you're discussing it. Next player. Here you go. Here is his stats. Record 37 and 30, completion percentage 66.2, yards 17,111, and touchdown interception 119 to 47.
I thought I knew who this was.
It's Deshaun Watson.
Is that who it is? He's only played 67 games in his career?
He ain't played none for Cleveland.
That's true. He does. It does look like Deshaun.
It's Deshaun.
It is Deshaun Watson. You guys are 2 for 2. You guys might know ball.
Yeah, Derrick's just picking up former and current Browns players.
Next
for a
one's Trent
game.
Richardson. No, I'm just playing.
It's only current quarterbacks, but I mean, we could go for that one.
So it'll be Joe Flacco.
So this one, I might. You say Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
This one, sorry, you get the stats. I didn't export the silhouette of
Come
it.
on, dude. The silhouette is the only reason I got that last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally know that picture of Deshaun. It's my quarterback, bro.
Well, based on this, I do have it actually.
Send it.
We'll also look at the stats.
Damn, this dude's been garbage. Well, not really.
You got
Yeah, he's been garbage.
record 12 and 28, 60.7% completion percentage, 6,947 yards, and a touchdown to interception ratio 41-30.
My boy don't throw the ball.
Who's that quarterback?
This dude had to have gotten benched.
I don't know if this is the guy that got benched.
Bro, 40
It
games?
does look like him in the silhouette, though.
Who you thinking?
He real little.
2.5 years?
He said he real little.
Okay, so...
Well, if it's 2.5 years, then there's no way.
Yeah, it's not Bryce Young.
Yeah.
I know that's who you were thinking.
You guys are 2 for 2 so far.
Dude don't throw the
so
ball very well either. He's only averaging about 2,800 yards a year.
I'm proud of
And
you
he
guys.
throws almost as many picks as touchdowns.
Yeah.
And these are updated stats from since
Are these all
yesterday.
starters?
Since yesterday. Yes.
Okay.
So no Bryce Young on that one.
Who's been on a garbage team and they're just losing?
12 and 28. Could that be...
15 seconds.
No, Daniel Jones been in the league longer than that.
Yeah, he already got a contract. Who's still on a rookie deal?
I guess it could technically be Fields.
Dang, that's Justin Fields.
It is one Justin Fields. You guys are 3 for 3. You guys might know ball. Now this one's going to be a little harder.
Justin Fields don't be throwing the ball at all.
I don't know.
He was on the Bears. So, I mean, that record kind of comes from the Bears. So eventually I think that'll come up.
Because this guy's been playing a really long
This
time.
next one is the last one. And might be the most difficult, but
Yeah, silhouette sucks.
yeah. That is not Tom Brady.
Am I starting to think that this might be... How many games do you think Kirko played?
And for people that are listening, 67 and 51 and 1, his record. 64.7 completion percentage. Basically 31,000 yards and 186 touchdowns to 85 interceptions.
This is about 7 seasons barring injury. I said energy. Barring injury.
So you think this could be Kirko? I don't know how long he really been
Nah,
in the league.
Kirk been doing it.
He has been in the league a long time.
I mean, he did lose a year though, but
He lost a couple years, I thought. Didn't he get hurt and miss a season before, too?
probably.
When he was with Washington?
This dude's touchdown interception ratio is pretty impressive too.
Fuck yeah, it is.
He's about 2-1.
Yeah.
They might have just lost this past week.
Okay, it's not Kirko. Who lost this week?
How long Andy Dalton been in the league?
Oh, fuck, dude. He is a starter now.
That's Andy, ain't it? No way. Andy Dalton's touchdown interception ratio ain't that good.
It might be, bro.
Is it Andy Dalton?
He had A.J. Brown for a while.
Is it Andy Dalton?
Is that your final answer?
Kinda. Is it Andy Dalton?
It is Jared Goff.
Oh,
Jared Goff is the
I
final
didn't think you were
quarterback.
going to tell us the answer. I thought you were going to let us keep gussing.
Nah, I mean, we're running a little low on time. So that's the
Jared
only
Goff
reason.
is like that, bro. No slander. 186 touchdowns and 85 interceptions.
He might be a baller.
Hey, Jared Goff is top 5, like I be trying to tell you. All right, top 10.
He might be a baller.
I be trying to tell y'all.
But if you want to outro us here real quick, Dante, and don't forget about our upcoming rebrand and everything that we got going on.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom. Don't forget that we will be rebranding. You will see a new logo, a couple new things coming out in the next week or so. We will still be the same guys, just different branding. Thank you guys for the support. Bye-bye.